Okay, we should be live. Welcome, guys. My name is David Pinto. They also call me TipsWithDav. I'm here with Renee, and every single Wednesday we try to come out definitely to speak to you guys a little bit more, and want to welcome you actually to Success Starts with a Plan. Now, first and foremost, if you don't see me screaming, it's because it's around 1 o'clock in the morning here, so I don't want to wake up my wife who's sleeping in the other room. So that's how. But the excitement is there, guys. We are here. We want to spend time with you, and we want to actually bring value to your journey online, if that's what you're looking for. So success starts with a plan. All initially started because of the fact that we want to give a very clear and simple concept which we've been following for some time, and we know that it works, but it needs to be hammered in week in and week out, because unfortunately that's how that's how things go. Okay, so we're here so we're here to show you guys this plan, and this idea, this strategy, this formula, let's say, you can utilize it in various areas of your life. It doesn't have to be only for business, but we teach you how to start off with a plan so that you have a concrete step-by-step goal oriented approach to what you're doing, right? So a little bit about myself before I go in and actually talk to you about today's topic, which is why do we actually have a marketing system? Okay, what is a marketing system? Firstly, we will cover that very briefly. I'm not going to go into details about that, but why do we actually have it is something that I think both Renee and myself have agreed upon that, and many others for that matter, as a default or something that's just the foundation of everything. So I got started, guys, online, or rather, this journey a long time ago, almost 7 years ago, almost 8 years actually ago. And the fact of the matter is, I went through a lot to determine and to understand what exactly I need in order for me to get results, actually see a little momentum growth and stuff like that. And if you're like most of us, like me per se, you will definitely have struggled in the beginning to see results or actually understand what do I need. There's a lot of information out there, so you do get overwhelmed. And it happened to me, it happened to many others. I for sure have lost a little bit of money because of that, but it's a learning curve that we're willing to take. So if you can learn from our mistakes, it's going to be really beneficial for you. And one of the biggest mistakes that I personally made is I thought I could do everything for free, and that is one of the most crucial mistakes that I arrived finally at this topic that we're talking about today, specifically, that it's a need, that it's a must, that I need to have it on a day in and day out basis, because even if it's not an affiliate product, but I need to have this tool right there, because the tool is going to be beneficial for my long-term growth. And we're not here for some short-term goals, guys. We're here for long-term business plans. Okay, so that's something we began with in general on this journey. That being said, I also want to mention that we do have a plan, right? And the plan includes the marketing system. So we have I'm just going to mention the plan, then I'll hand it over to Renee to continue a little bit more on this journey. But it starts off with actually having a product or service. How do you give that product or service to people? How do you propose that it's a good thing? Does it solve a solution? How are you going to communicate? That is where the marketing system comes into place. Then you have your traffic, which is basically getting people to look at your offers. And then you have the support that just takes care of keeping everybody informed and understanding what are the steps that we do take in order to grow, because it is up and down, guys. It is a struggle at times. There are challenges, but that's the joy, because when you overcome those challenges, you do find the satisfaction in what you're doing. So for example, Renee is my support in a very huge way, and that's something that has always been, even before we started working together. So these are the kind of aspects that are needed in the whole flow. I'm going to hand it over to you, Renee, and then we can go ahead and speak a little bit more about the product. But
absolutely. Sure. Thanks, David. So basically, I got started in this internet marketing space almost 5 years ago. And I was basically working full-time, being a mom full-time, and not being very fulfilled, and wanted to figure out what I could do online to make things work so that I could not have to work full time and, have the, my side hustle online business, become the full time thing. Well, I struggled a bit with that. And part of the reason is that I didn't have a lot of focus. I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. A little bit of what David was talking about. You thought you could do a lot for free. Not that I thought I could do things for free, but I didn't necessarily know how to connect the dots. Like we're talking today about marketing systems. I had a marketing system when I started out, but I didn't really know how to use it. It was the marketing system I was using at the time was quite complex. And I was brand new coming into this. So I didn't really know how to use it or make those connections. It wasn't until I actually started working more on myself and getting in, company of other like-minded people like myself, and just being each other's support, like David was talking about, that I started to actually learn what a marketing system is all about and why we need it. And that's really why we want to share it with you, because most people coming new to this online don't even realize what a marketing system is, number one, or how to use it. And we're trying to make it, simplify it for you so that you do understand. Now, there's a learning curve obviously involved in anything you're going to do, but it's having sessions like this that break it down for you, that help you to understand. So what I wanted to start with you about this is, a marketing system is basically a way to put things all together. Whatever business you have, if you want to have people looking at your business every single day while you're out working, while you're sleeping, while you're out living your life, you need to have some kind of automated system that puts it all together, so you don't have to personally talk to people face to face to tell about your business. You could actually generate it in a simpler way with one, we call it link. You just click on something, and basically the system does the initial work for you in getting people to, getting them introduced to your business. Now, there's obvious follow-up that goes with that, and there's that personal touch involved in that, but the initial phase of getting people to know and understand what your business is, that marketing system is going to actually help you do that in a more efficient way. And then the follow-up and connection, which is also part of your marketing system, is how you can personalize things. So I'm going to bring it back to you, David, to kind of give more specifics about that. But I just wanted to share that bit of insight as to why it's needed and why you got to have it.
Yeah, in fact, that's one of the questions that I wanted to ask you, because I know that a lot of people would be wondering this, as myself as well. People usually refer to marketing system as a tool, yes, but
Yes.
is it only the sales side, or is there also a communication aspect to it? How is it long term?
It's long-term because there is communication involved with it, because it's your initial contact with them to introduce you to the business, but you physically, using your tools, your marketing system, can actually personalize it. You can put your videos to the marketing system. You can create those sales pages and things like that. And again, it doesn't matter what specific marketing system you use, you just have to have one. And it's all part of the storytelling process. People will not align with you unless they get to know, like, and trust you. And that marketing system allows you to do that in a faster way in many cases, rather than physically. There's no way that David and I would have connected. David lives in the Czech Republic, I live in Massachusetts, United States. We could not necessarily physically meet in person with every single person that we get involved with, if it were not for a marketing system and the tools and the software involved that make this process happen. That is the way to get that communication flowing, that engagement flowing in a simplified way. So to answer your question, yes, it's both. It's the initial phase of showing the sale presentation, but it's also the follow up and the engagement part of it, if you do it right.
Yeah, and in fact, that's what I wanted to point out, guys. This is I want, maybe it's better if I start off with literally my mistakes, because I think you guys will learn a lot from that. And this is how my mistakes have helped me understand what I 100% need. Okay. Like I said, when I got started way back, I was looking for free methods. Yes, free methods is one of the reasons, but I did understand exactly what Renee said, right? About a marketing system, why I needed it. But I thought I could go around and, make things for myself. So what are the options? And I'm going to name all the options for you guys, okay? And these are the things that you're going to see if you go on YouTube and you look for it. You're going to find these things, okay? Whether it's creating a Wix site, okay, or creating a Weebly site, or creating some blog or WordPress site, or whatever it may be. I've done that. Okay, I've done it because I wanted all the free methods. But you will never find a complete solution unless you actually pay for a tool that does it for you. And that's just the reality. Okay, so if you want to think of a business, actually start a business, a simple cost of having the electricity run in your shop, for example, you need it. You need the internet nowadays to start a business, right? These are musts. And that's the tools that are needed to take ahead on the operational side of your business, as well as take it far further ahead in the future. It's exactly the same online. If you think of a marketing system, okay, it does the telling for you, does the selling for you, but it also does the follow-up for you and the relationship building for you. And I try to do this on my own so much, guys. I still do have for example, a Weebly site on my own. Do I use it? No, I don't. But what I did was, even though since I spent the time to make it and everything like that, I have my links to my marketing system on that website. So if by chance somebody goes to it, they get redirected where? To my marketing system. They don't stay on that website. Okay, and through that website you can say, oh, but there's a plugin that creates this, that creates that. Yes, there are. If you are the person who's technically savvy and wants to go into doing that, go ahead and do it. Okay, I'm not saying stay away from that. Go ahead and do it. But if you're an average person who, well, you wouldn't be average if you're going to start a business, but if you're one of those people who are not technically savvy, who really want to find a solution though, and have tried everything on their own, send emails through Gmail and stuff like that, guilty, there is a way out. Okay, there is a way out, and a marketing system is that way out. When I realized this, and I didn't think that it would make much of a difference, so what was my mindset when I went into it? I'm gonna get this for a month and I'm gonna see how it is. So I paid for it for a month, and I was shocked. I was shocked not at the results that I was getting. No, I was shocked how easy it made my life. Okay, so the result for me was not even the lead at that point of time or the prospects that I was looking at, but just how easy it made my life. And I felt that I spent the last few years trying to do things for free unnecessarily. And this is one of the things that was a big realization for me personally. And that's why I said, okay, I'm going to treat this as a bill that I need to pay every single month. And that's how it is. Okay. Now, yes, my marketing system that I'm using does have an affiliate side. The one that Renee has does have an affiliate side. We have those options there for people who want to, and for us to get compensated for the work that we're putting in. But it's not, even if we're not getting compensated for it, we're still using it. Okay, this is something that you need to understand, and that's why I appreciate, for example, in my marketing system, we have a yearly plan, and when somebody goes yearly, I'm super happy, not because of anything else, but the fact that they've taken their business seriously.
Yep, it's that
So
commitment
yeah,
level. You know that they're serious.
and that's how I learned from my mistake. I went yearly. I keep going yearly because I know that I will use this for the next year. So I don't want to think about it, and that's something that keeps me on my toes and always using it. Okay, so a marketing system, as Renee said, very simply, is a way to market, communicate, and build a relationship with anybody. Okay, literally anybody. But obviously, you're looking for targeted people. Okay. Um, why do you need it otherwise? Right? Why do you need it otherwise? Well, we do collect leads. Okay, we do collect leads, which means if I'm looking for to work with Renee and she sends me to this marketing system, how do I communicate with her? How do I get in touch with her? How do I start working with her? Everything is explained in that link. So she markets herself, she markets other people. Doesn't matter if you have other opportunities. You can use it with affiliate marketing. You can use it for window cleaning business. I know somebody who's used it for a window cleaning business, for example, to get more clients that way, to prospect them, okay, as a filter. Use it for offline brick and mortar business. And you can use a marketing system for anything that you want to communicate, whether it's free, whether it's paid, whether it's a service, whether it's a product, whatever it is. Okay, so it has a whole rounded feature for you. And to simply put it, the way we have it in the structure is we have the product, we have the marketing system that sells the product, okay? And lastly, we have the traffic, right? So it's connected to the product. So that's how people go. They get to know it. They say, okay, but I need this tool because I can then brand myself. Then I can change things. And we put it very simply. You don't need to jump into all the things that I'm saying right in the beginning. It does get overwhelming if you do it. But if you take it step by step and just make one video, add it there, just explaining who you are, and that's it. Which is each one of us has a story. So for me, a marketing plan does two other things. Okay, it brands yourself and it puts you in a position where you are offering your help to others to work with you. And I think that's something that's very crucial in any business, because you are meeting, think of yourself, okay, you're meeting a demand in the market for whatever you got into. And that's why the marketing system helps communicate these kind of things.
I totally agree. Having that, and you mentioned the brick and mortar businesses. This does apply. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You could have a jewelry business. You could have a health business. You can be a consultant for anything that service. You need a way to actually communicate with your people before you actually communicate in person. Like, you could have your marketing system set up so that it can introduce you to them. That person feels like they already know you before you've actually connected. That marketing system has already sold that person on what they know they already need, and they want to go with you because of how you put it together in your marketing system. And that saves you so much time. Imagine, if you, and this applies with the traffic portion of it, imagine being able to do that and put that same presentation in front of thousands of people every day, as opposed to trying to do this one-to-one. You'd live your whole life and not get through all the people that you can get through in a week. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So, but having some type of marketing system for whatever type of business you have, this allows you to do it. It saves you money, because imagine having to drive. Imagine all the time. It saves you time, and it literally will. It just gets your foot in that door a lot faster. So,
Yeah.
that's the point I wanted to bring home with that, is that no matter what it is you're doing, a marketing system, however you put it together, and you can customize it. And that's where, the consulting comes in. We can help you with that if you don't know how to do that. The process itself is simple, but if you're not sure how to use it, it helps to have a mentor to kind of guide you through that. So
Yeah, and you don't even need to complicate it. It can be a literally
yep.
step by 2 pages, okay? 2
Mhm.
pages, and that's more than enough. Nobody even has a concentration sometimes to go more further than that. Obviously, if you have more detail, and we're not talking about building funnels, guys, okay? We're talking about literally marketing yourself in a very simple step-by-step manner. I wanna briefly talk about a few things related to companies out there. I don't want to mention many names, but you will find a variety. I'm not going to even say one or two, but there are so many of marketing systems out there depending on your budget and your needs. So if you want to work with me, reach out to me and let me give you the marketing system that I'm using. If you want to work with Renee, reach out to her, and she will send you the marketing system that she's using. We are very ethical in this way, in sending people back to whoever sent you to this video. Reach out to them, ask them very specifically what they're using, and start to work with them on that. Because if I'm using the product, I can help. I'm a product of the product, so I can help you because I'm a product of the product. But there are various marketing systems out there, so do your due diligence and research a little bit on what is best for you and your needs. But I wanted to hit on the point, another small aspect. The product that we talk about in almost every webinar that we do every single week is the Fearless Mama, because the Fearless Mama teaches everything that we're talking here. Okay, everything that we're talking here. It teaches you about the marketing, but it teaches you about the relationship building side much more. Why? Because the part where you have to put the psychology, the sales, the things that you don't want to learn sometimes, right? That's done for you. Okay, they made it in such a way that that is done for you. So all you're focusing on, if you're somebody who's just starting, you can let a person who's built a 6-figure, 7-figure empire work with you specifically, okay, or email your leads that you're getting in. But you can also customize it for yourself, have your own own email series that's there. So the two main tools, and I consider it as one big thing, right, is we always have an autoresponder as well as a marketing system. These are the two tools that we use, and we combine them, we connect them together. And that saves us a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money, which you don't even realize. Sometimes people look at the spending side, but actually it's saving you a lot more money than actually spending. So think about it. But the Fearless Mom, for example, has this all put together, and it tells you email this on this day, try this on this day. So we're giving you a daily method of operation that helps you specifically learn that little skill every single day on the marketing system, where you can tweak it, try it, see the results, and go ahead. I don't know if you want to add anything, Renee.
No, you said it really well. Basically, the only thing I would say is the autoresponder allows you to automatically send a message to, initially to someone. You could have a series of emails already set up, every day, every other day, however you decide to set it up. But the autoresponder is actually the tool that once you set it up, it just automatically happens. As soon as someone puts in their email or email and name, that autoresponder is like already sending those messages out. Okay.
To be frank, I can't live without it.
I can't either. I literally cannot live without it. And then, the marketing system is how you put, how you put it together, the page or so. And again, it could be as simple as David said, a page or two that just describes, what the business is and that kind of thing. But putting it together is how you're following up with those leads that are coming in. And that's what gets them to know, like, and trust you. They hear your story. It's all done through the follow-up series. And once you start getting comfortable, the broadcast that you send out each day or each, you just get to decide how consistently you want to do it. But that's another aspect of it. Once you learn, more about what this is, you can send your own emails that you decide, okay, today I'm going to talk about this because, you had something to share in your business, or something in your life that was significant related to your business that you can personalize into an email. So that's like the next step up. But when you're initially starting something like the Fearless Mama, that's already set up for you. You don't have to know that yet to start learning and start earning immediately, as long as you implement the program. That's literally it. It's all about you taking action and doing it, and understanding that you do need it, and just jumping in and doing it and setting it up.
Yeah, in fact, this whole plan that we've set up, guys, it's in such a way that it is step by step, right? You get one thing, you start off with that one thing. If we just talk about the product itself, we're giving you something, and this is not a sales pitch or anything, it's just the reality of the situation, right? Uh, we're giving you something that has a value, that has a system, that has a follow up, that has everything. But at the same time, you're learning, and then you create it on your own, so you get the skill sets in order for you to actually build something of your own for yourself that you can feel proud of. Okay, and I think that's something that empowered me to be honest, to start using the marketing system, because I said, wow, I can build. I started to be creative. I was building. I built the training website with the marketing system that I use. It was not meant for that, but I did. Did I use it for with my team? Not really. Why? Because I did it out of curiosity, and that's it. I wanted to see how I could do it. So these are things that I obviously learned in the meantime as I was going ahead and earning and promoting and doing things as per what the plan is, right? So success is so sending traffic, having that in, and if you come to a let's say a position where you do not know what to email every single day, go back to this playlist, guys, and go and check specifically the webinar that we did on email schedule and stuff like that, the what we follow, because that covers everything. That covers a daily, that covers tips, that covers everything that you need to storytell and actually use those emails. Okay, so we're not going to cover it obviously in this one, but the marketing system is very much connected to that. Okay, because there is a sense of communication throughout. For example, if you're sending somebody to me, and suddenly the person gets an email that sends it to Renee's page, it doesn't make sense, right? There's no congruency. It doesn't help anybody. No one's going to join me. They're going to go and look at Renee and say, wait, I'm confused. I think I should go away from this. It's too mind-boggling for me. Okay, so you don't want to do things that are not in your favor or congruently there for you, because it doesn't make sense. I mean, how they came to me and now they're with Renee. See, it doesn't make sense, right? They opted in a video, for example, that showed my face, and then suddenly they see a woman behind it. What happened to him?
Happened. Yes.
You have to have that congruency. So we can get into the tips of how to make what are the psychological things behind it, what are the important, but once again, that's going and advance strategies. If you simplify it, all you need to do is consistently, week after week, make sure that people are looking at that page. If you don't mind me sharing my screen, Renee,
go for it.
I wanted to simply do something. Let me see what I can. Yeah, okay. So if I can, yeah, I wanted to go to the drawboard, but I'm not going to go there. So I will just show you an example of a landing page. Okay, let's go to my, if you don't mind, Renee.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, so it'll go right now. This is an example of, it's me. That's it. It's me, and I'm sharing a bit more about myself. There's nothing regarding a certain product. There's nothing regarding anything. It's just promoting myself. Okay. So what we specifically do in these cases is that a marketing system does two things. So you have your product or service right here. Okay. Then you have the marketing system here that acts to market this. Okay. But it also teaches the people to send traffic. Now they learn to send traffic. They say take the traffic and you send it to the marketing system. Like, oh, but then I need the marketing system to then send it to the product, because that's what the marketing system is doing. Once you make the sale, it goes back and you put a percentage and get into traffic. Okay. Now this we're not going to get into, but this is how simply it connects the dots. As you can see, the marketing system teaches about the traffic, trains, it communicates in two manners. Okay, so it communicates through a sales process or a sales system, as I call it, or an email. Oops.
Yeah.
Ooh, whatever. Email. Okay, these are the two ways that it communicates. So it doesn't mean that if the person goes off the website, if they go say, "Ah, I don't like this guy's face, I'm going to close it," and they just close the website, right? It won't stay here. They will get an email after that because they've gone ahead. And even if they've not gone through the whole thing because their attention span is low or whatever it is, they'll get an email from me. And what does that email do? That email will take them back. Look at the beauty of this, to the marketing system. And what does the marketing system do? Promote the product and the traffic. So you see, there's always a constant flow of these things, and we're giving multiple touch points. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we're giving multiple opportunities rather for people to get to know a little bit more about ourselves and about what we're doing in the plan and everything else. The same exact strategy, and I want to repeat this because I think the success with the plan is not just for the people online, it's also for the people offline. You can use the exact same method to get more clients. Okay, you can call them, and maybe the whole system might be tweaked according to your business. So for example, a window cleaner, if you get a person to come into your landing page, as we call it, or your marketing system, right? They put in the information that you need, and instead of getting back to them by email only, you can also give them a call, say, hey, when do you want an appointment, and you can filter them out there, done, and that's it. You get a client, right? After that, after you've got the client, after you've done it, say, you don't mind, I will send you weekly emails to just keep you updated. If you want, just reply to them, and we can get on another window cleaning session in 6 months time.
Yep. And you could also use it for them to send a review for you.
Yep.
On a great job. I mean, there's so many things that you can use that marketing system for. It's really what you want to have it do. The other thing about the offline marketing is this is a specific example that I've done. I've actually met with people in person, and to follow up with them, I've sent them to my lead capture page so that they can learn more about me. If it was our first meeting and they want to know more specifics, I will say, you know what? Go to this link right here. Just click on it, put in your information. You're going to learn a lot more about, the product. You're going to learn more about myself if you put that information in, and if you actually read the emails. That just helps solidify that relationship with that person that you actually met online. It also works in reverse. Obviously, you can, they can filter in through your marketing system first, and then if you are local, you can connect with them in person. So it can work both ways, however you want to do it. The fact of the matter is, without that, you can't do, you wouldn't be able to do that. So it's just a necessity. I can't, say enough about the fact that, there's different ways you can use it and why you would want to have it. It just makes sense.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we are such strong supporters of people understanding why a marketing system is needed. And it's one of the reasons why we want to talk about it today, because a lot of the people say, it's not worth it. I cannot spend all this money every single month on it, whatever it is. But to be honest, it's not that much. Okay? It's not that much at all. You can get everything, let's say, set up under $60.
Mm-hmm. For most systems, yeah, absolutely. It can be under $60. And here's the thing. Would you rather have hundreds of people looking at your business every single day, or one or two people looking at your business every single day? When you talk about money, the more people looking at your business every single day means you're going to make more money, obviously. So whether it's $60 a month, $100 a month, $30 a month, whatever your system is, it's worth it. It's totally worth it to have it. So
it's honestly up to you how you use it. Right? So we put it very simply in part of the plan because it is a must. In my opinion, it is a must, and I think Renee's as well. It's a must. There's no doubt about that. I don't know if we want to cover a little bit anything else, because I still think, why do we need it? Why do we need it? Right? The people still have that question lingering on. Why do you need it? I think we've explained enough of our reasons in this webinar, to be honest, for you guys to understand and evaluate the need. But we're not going to force you to say that you will. However you create the marketing system is up to you. We're giving you a way out, which is much simpler, sorry, and it gives you also a direction forward. Okay, it's up to you to decide: do you want this? Do you not want that? And which is the best way? That's why we don't even leave any specific links below this video on YouTube, because it's just for Renee and myself, and you'll find also Rob's YouTube in the description, because we want to give you the opportunity to connect with people who are actually taking these steps in the plan and having a solid marketing plan in place. Okay.
Yep.
I think we covered everything.
Yep.
If we're missing something, guys, we will definitely bring it up on another topic. But I think for today, Renee, you and I both
Hammered it pretty hard.
yeah, and
We
I
hammered
think
it pretty hard. And if you have more specific questions, just reach out to the person that's you got this video from, because they'll be able to explain it more. And to be honest, they'll probably send you to the link to their marketing system that's actually going to explain it even better than what they can do in person. You don't really necessarily have to be the expert, okay? Because most marketing companies that have marketing systems have presentations that literally explain all of it.
everything.
Explains everything. You don't have to, have marbles in your mouth like I've had many times tonight on this specific webinar. The system will do that telling for you. So, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. So thank you guys, everybody, for being on. And if you're watching this on replay as well, thank you so much for joining us. I guess we're gonna see you on the next week. We will definitely post on the topic. Guys, stay tuned to the groups also that we're in, which we will post the links in. So have a great day, and ciao.
Good night.